Hello and welcome to T Money Talks. In this week's episode, T Money is just going to simply talk about anything and everything that comes to their mind to simply help them unwind. They've been going through a stressful time, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Hello and welcome to another filler episode of T Money Talks, another episode that I'm recording before I begin season 3 of season 3 of T Money Talks. And well, I have I have a lot to say this week because I have done a lot. I haven't been going through a lot. I've just been getting really angry recently. And of course, I've been getting angry for reasons that are valid, like my computer giving me a whole bunch of issues, for it being for not even a year old MacBook Air. It's been giving me issue after issue. And although it's like I resolve the issues, it's just been frustrating to continuously have an issue with a new computer that is supposed to be like top of the line, the best the best laptops a person could buy, for like all the stuff that it does. And I'm just like, I have yet to experience that grade A MacBook quality laptop that everyone has told me about, or everyone who has convinced me to get one has done, because I have yet to see it. I have yet to experience it, but it is what it is. Here I am today to kind of ramble about that, because I have been having issues with my computer and uploading and editing videos and all that jazz and all that such. So it's been kind of it's been a bitter sorry, it's kind of hard for me to talk. It's been quite some time, but yeah, it's just been a bittersweet kind of relationships / experience with this MacBook, and I don't know if I will ever be an Apple laptop owner or MacBook owner again, because 10 out of 10 I would not recommend, I must say. But anyways, yeah, so that's been angering me a lot lately, and aside from that, I just been getting very stressed out, and all that stress has been like leading to anger, and like for me to feel like angry and mad at things, and like the stress I've been feeling has just been like in my head. It feels so like compressed and so like, stuffed up in there. It's just like I gotta get some, it makes me almost want to scream. It makes me think that if I were to scream, I would probably feel a lot better when I get stressed out, when I get angry. However, though, I know if I were to scream or something like that, I would have to do that not around other people, or if I'm like irritated with someone, I wouldn't, I can't scream. I can't yell at them. That's not okay. So it's just kind of been this struggle of me trying to understand why I've been angry so much lately. And if I'm being honest, I cannot tell you why. I do not know why. Maybe, well, what I thought, because I've noticed when I started to get a little bit more irritated was because for about 2 weeks I wasn't doing my morning routine. I wasn't meditating. I was doing my morning routine, but I wasn't doing the full morning routine. So I wasn't meditating at the end, where I would still do my morning workouts, brush my teeth, all that jazz, but I wouldn't meditate at the end because I was either too tired from whatever it was I was doing, or I just didn't have the energy or the time to meditate. And I've come to realize that when I don't meditate every day, like Monday through Friday, the way I do, when I don't meditate at the end of my morning routine, I do tend to become a little bit more irritated, a little bit more upset easily, because that meditation, that like time I allow myself to just relax and truly prepare and brace myself for the day that is to come, I really need that time to myself in the morning. I really need those 30 minutes, whoever, I don't know how long I meditate, but I give myself at least 30 minutes to meditate every morning so that I can prepare and I can embrace for whatever the universe is going to throw my way that day. And whenever I don't do that, I don't feel prepared for the day. I don't feel fully ready. I don't feel at my fullest self. And whenever I feel like that, I notice I get really angry. And so I've been trying to meditate every day again, and I've been doing much better at it. And it has been helping. It definitely has. But it still feels like this anger, because it feels like I I thought I overcame this anger, but then suddenly, like, I thought that I overcame all this anger I had inside me, because I feel like this anger is like still anger for resentment from the accident and like stuff and all that jazz. But so I'm like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm still dealing with the trauma of my car accident and all that stuff, and that's very much what it could be. But also, I'm not entirely sure. I kind of lost my train of thought where I was going. But anyways, yeah, so I've been meditating more. It's been helping, but I feel like this anger has come back with vengeance, and now it's just like I'm going insane slightly, but not really, but kind of. Yes, I am going insane, but not at the same time. But anyways, enough about me and my anger, because I honestly don't really want to talk about my anger issues or my anger rage inside of me that much, because I have much better, more positive things to talk about on this episode. Yes. I want to start with my song Cliche, which I released on May 27th of 2022, has currently today 1,905 streams. Cliche is going to be the first song of mine. Well, it's already the first song of mine to hit that 1,000 milestone on Spotify, but it is going to hit 2,000 streams in just a few days. In just a few days, Cliche is going to hit 2,000 streams, and that is just so insane, because it also has been popping off in Brazil, Spain, Italy, Mexico, like all over, like in the Spanish side of the world. Get added to hotel playlist, restaurant playlist. Cliche is just popping off in the bossa nova jazz areas of the world, and I am just so in love with it, and it's just so crazy and cool to see, and I'm just so excited because my next song that I'm going to release, called Train Stuff, which by the time you're hearing this podcast episode, Train Stuff will have already been out, and I'm just so excited for Train Stuff to be released, because this one Jer and I wrote. If you guys all remember Jer from season 1 and 2, a special guest who reoccurs on the podcast very often. But anyways, yes, last summer him and I wrote Train Stuff together. It was a bop, and we knew well, never mind, I don't want to get too much into it because we are going to make a podcast about it, so I'm just going to talk about how I am very excited for it to release on August 5th. That's just a couple of weeks away while I'm recording this, because I'm currently recording this on July 17th, folks. Yes. Hello from past T-Money, current T-Money. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're having a great time, and I hope Cliche has reached 5,000 streams by now. All right, let me know. Bye-bye. Anyways, yeah. I'm very excited for Train Stuff to release, because I know if people liked Cliche, then they're going to just be obsessed with Train Stuff, because Train Stuff is just as good as Cliche. It's just such a groove, it's such a vibe, and I just know that it's gonna hit 1,000 streams within the first week of it being released. I know, I could feel it in my bones. Train Stuff is going to be a summer hit, a summer bop. You heard it here on T Money Talks, folks. Train Stuff will be a summertime bop. It's a summertime jam, folks. It's such a good song. Sorry, I'm running out of breath just talking about it. But yeah, that's another exciting thing I got going on, and it's both exciting but also stressful, because just like Cliche, I have a lot of work to do with Cliche. The most stressful thing I had to do was put together the music video. That was a struggle I don't really want to get into, but something that's stressing me out right now is Train Stuff. Side story before we go into Train Stuff and why it's stressing me out. The reason why I'm doing this filler episode right now is because I have been feeling very stressed, very angry lately, and I've been just trying to do things that help me with my anger and with my stress, and I know meditating helps, which is why I've been doing that more often lately. I've been meditating in the morning, sometimes even at night. I've been journaling. I've been doing all the jazz, all the things to help me feel good. And of course, I got to still skate outside too, because skating always helps. But I got to also thinking about what are the what other things are good for me, help me relax, help me de-stress. And then I was like, Tea Money Talks. Tea Money Talks is something that helps me de-stress, although it also can make me stress at the same time. But that's another story. That's could be deep to be continued. But anyways, yeah, that's the reason why I'm recording this episode right now, is because I'm trying to de-stress, trying to de-angerize my body, my feelings, my emotions, and all that jazz. And so yeah, let's get back into why train stuff is kind of making me stress out. Well, I'm not too stressed out about it, I should say, because as far as everything has been planned, it is set to release on August 5th. I did want it to be released on July 29th. However, because we didn't get the photo in time, it just didn't happen. But however, things did end up turning out for the better, because with Train Stuff being released on August 5th, that means I will be able to promote it every Friday, or not every Friday, every week in August for an entire month. And the way I have my stuff planned out to be released on my YouTube channel, it works out perfectly, because Train Stuff, it's probably not going to have a music video, unfortunately. I could be wrong. It could be pulled together, but if there's one thing I learned about Cliche, and I'm so very grateful that I was able to make a music video for Cliche and put that together. It was just a very, very stressful experience. I ended up having to do everything pretty much on my own, even though I asked other people for help on putting it together, coming up with the ideas and setting up, because I had no idea what I was doing. I've never really put anything together. I'm not a film director or any of that jazz, but I ended up having to be. I ended up having to learn how to do everything. I ended up having to learn how to write ideas, write a screenshots, not screenshots, where like just each scene. I had learned how to do all that, and for it being my first time, I think it came out really wonderfully. Although I know it could have gone a lot smoother in a whole lot of areas, I just don't want to re-experience that stress of putting a music video together again for Train Stuff, especially because the releases would be so close together. I just don't want to put my body through that. And so I've decided that releasing it on August 5th takes away that stress, because I've now decided that if Train Stuff doesn't have a music video, that sucks, but it's okay. It is going to have a lyric video. And that's kind of, I guess, the thing that stresses me out about Train Stuff, is that even though the song is set to release on all streaming platforms and all the stores and stuff on August 5th, I still have to continue to get everything else ready. And by that I mean I still have to make a lyric video for Train Stuff, because I made the lyric video for Cliche, and I've kind of promised myself and decided that from now on, all of my future releases will all have lyric videos, because if I can't do a music video, I would like at least for them all to have lyric videos. This way, it's kind of like a little taste of what could have been a music video. Here's a lyric video so that you can learn the lyrics, so you don't have to look them up or whatever. And so that's why and for the lyric videos, since that is something and I want to continue to do, I don't mind kind of stressing out a bit to get that done, because the more I do the lyric videos, the easier it will become, the more creative ideas I will have, and it'll just eventually become a really easy process, and it won't even be that much of a stressor for me. So right now, yes, it does suck, because it is very stressful for me to have to think of ways to put this music video, sorry, I keep saying music video, that's where my brain is, but no, I have to stress out thinking about what I want to do for the lyric video. But the more I do them, the more I feel like eventually I will find the right formula, and it'll just stop being a stressor. But yeah, I feel like the lyric video is one of the last few things I have to do. I think aside from the lyric video, the next thing after that would be a stripped version of Train Stuff, and that would just be Jer and I performing in front of my camera, just him and I singing the song. And that shouldn't take too long. However, that I know that is going to require us both to practice. And thankfully, he does have time this week. So hopefully maybe we'll be able to get it done this week. Or if not, just practice it enough. So we both get haircuts again, so we could look good for this video. We could do a solid take of it. And then that would be the last two things that I have to get done for Train Stuff and then all I would have to do after the release is make promo TikToks for it. because there's a lot of things that I can't do until that audio gets put onto TikTok, unfortunately. But that's okay. That's okay because that then gives me time to get everything else done and then prepare for the promo videos like I always do. But yeah, that's kind of why train stuff has been stressing me out. But I'm still, even though I'm stressed out slightly, I'm still so excited for this song because just seeing the growth and the streams increase on Cliche just proves to me that train stuff is just going to be just as good. It's going to do just as well, if not better. And I'm just so excited for you all to hear it. I know it's going to be a bop. It's a summertime bop. It's going to be a hit. This is it, folks. This is it. Now or Never is rising. Now or Never is grinding. If you don't follow Now or Never on TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, then you should do that now. Now or Never _band, folks. That is all the usernames for all the social medias for Now or Never. You don't want to miss this as we rise, as we grind, folks. It's going to be one hell of a time. Yeah, that's what I got going on. Another thing, I kind of forgot what else I was going to talk about. Oh, yes, the other thing. The other thing that was kind of just stressing me out right now was T-Money Talks. The thing that helps me de-stress also sometimes does give me stress. But it really only gives me stress when T-Money Talks comes back around, because since we're coming in close towards the end of July, I usually bring T-Money Talks back in August, but on the last episode, on the season finale of season 2, I said possibly August or September because I had not decided, and well, I still don't know. Because a part of me wants to bring T-Money Talks back in August, but another part of me is like, no, just bring it back in September because I kind of have a lot of stuff going on in August. I'm going to be going to Humboldt in August and for Monday through Friday. And whenever I do T-Money Talks, it's always Sunday, and Mondays are my T-Money Talks days. Sunday nights I record, Monday mornings or Monday afternoon / evening I edit the audio, and then I upload it and schedule it to upload on Wednesdays, as T-Money Talks always uploads every Wednesday for however many episodes are in the season that will be discussed in season 1, episode 1. Episode 1 of season 3. Anyways. But yeah, so I've kind of just been thinking like, well, if I do bring it back in August, then that means next Sunday I have to already get back into this whole jam. I have to get back into editing, recording, thinking of topics and all that stuff. And it's like, I do still have my list. I definitely do still have my list of T-Money Talks topics because I did not go through all of them in the last season. But I also don't know if I want to wait and make more ideas, because I do know season 3 this season is going to be 30 episodes, because season 1 was 28, season 2 was 29, and season 3 is going to be 30. And well, now I have to decide if bringing it back in August would be wise or waiting till September would be better, because looking at my topics now, there are at least 2 topics that I have to wait for guests. There's another topic that I feel like I might have already talked about. I'm not quite sure. But then the other I really like those other topics. Let me add in one more topic, Humboldt trip, because I think that would be fun to talk about my trip to Humboldt. And then maybe, oh my goodness, a podcast episode in the forest in Humboldt. Now that would be lovely. One quick second. But yeah, so I feel like I'm going to bring T-Money Talks back in August, but the only thing that stresses me out about it right now, which of course we won't find out until Future Money edits this episode and maybe possibly talks about it after their Humboldt trip. Who knows? We will see, because their Humboldt trip, my trip to Humboldt is the reason why I'm kind of like unsure if I want to start T-Money Talks again in August or September, because my Humboldt trip will be from a Monday through Friday. That kind of stresses me out, because then that means I would have to either use one of my filler episodes which will probably be hopefully 5, but right now it's probably looking at 4 episodes. But yeah, because I would either have to record an episode Friday like that Thursday or Friday and then edit it over the weekend. Or, well, I could do that because I usually don't like to do anything before going to work. Anyway, sorry, I'm just thinking, yeah, because if I were to record it on like Thursday or Friday night, I probably would. Oh, wait, no, because I have work on Friday and Saturdays. Gosh, dag nabbit. Actually, one second. Let's figure this out together, folks, in past time. I say past time because it's not current time and this is a filler episode, and well, we're all in the future. Okay, let me think about that. Okay, well, oh, just kidding. I actually don't know if I would be working on a Friday or not. Now, that is the thing. That is the question. That is what lies between. All right. All right. Well, I guess I can bring it back in August. That just does mean that, well, not next. I would have. Oh, well, no. Yeah, I guess I would still have time. I still have time. Okay, I still have like 2 weeks. It wouldn't be until the last week of July that I would have to make. That I would have to do. July 31st is when I would have to make the first season 1 episode. Oh my god, season 1. July 31st is the day I would have to record season 3 episode 1 of Tea Money Talks to get it out on July. I mean, out in August, the first week of August, like I want to, in order to get the 30 days. I think I could do it because even if I did, because even though my trip is Monday through Friday, if I do my podcast either Thursday or Friday night, well, if I do it Thursday, then I'd be able to edit it that Friday before I go to work, if I even have work. And then, okay, oh yeah, that's what I'll do then. That's what I'll do. If I have work Friday night, then I'll do the podcast Thursday night and edit it Friday morning/afternoon. And if I don't have work on Friday, the Friday before my trip, then I'll record Friday night and edit it Saturday before work. And this way I'll be able to upload it Sunday to make sure everything's ready to go. And then it'll be ready for that week when I go to Humboldt. And I won't have to worry about Tea Money Talks on Wednesday. Okay then. Okay, Tea Money Talks is returning in August, as you will already know because you are listening to this. Alrighty, anyway, probably in August, maybe not in August. We are not entirely sure yet, folks. But anyways, yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan then. I have one more, well, pretty much this week. And then next, well, yeah, it starts in 1 week? No, not in 2 weeks. Sorry, I cannot tell how time works. I don't know how to read calendars sometimes. But anyways, yes. And I have about 2 weeks before I have to do a serious Tea Money Talk episode, Tea Money Talks episode, an episode where I finally bring back the condenser microphone, the full setup. I'm not using my dynamic microphone that my girlfriend got me for Christmas or for my birthday. I cannot remember anymore. But yeah, that's when I got to do it, which means I just may have enough time to make a 5th filler episode, meaning I would have 5 episodes to just have in my back pocket because it's usually, I want to say it's about 3 or 4 times out of the season where I'm like, I don't want to do an episode, or not that I don't want to do an episode, just that I don't have the energy, or I don't have a topic, and I'm just like, I don't want to give my listeners garbage. I want to give them good. They come to me to listen to me and have a good time, few words understand. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. But that's what if I could have at least 5 filler episodes ready for me to go, that means I could either use them, 1, for times when I feel like I don't have a topic episode and I don't want to give my listeners garbage. 2, I could use it on times like my trip to Humboldt if I don't. Because if I end up not wanting to record an episode that Thursday or Friday, then I can use a filler episode. And although it will suck to kind of have a filler episode so soon within the season, because I think it would be like the 3rd week. Yeah, the 3rd week in August, I think I'm going to Humboldt. And yeah, so that'll kind of be weird if by episode 3, there's already your first filler episode. I don't know how well that would look. Sorry, I don't want you to hear that in the back. But yeah. I don't know how weird that would look, so I'm hoping I don't use a filler episode so soon within the season, because that would suck. But anyways, yeah, so I could use that for times like if I need to, because I don't have the time to record an episode, or if I don't have the energy to record an episode, or actually, yeah, no, those are the only 2 reasons why I want to have at least 5 filler episodes. So in case I don't have a topic or I don't have the time to do it, I will have 5 filler episodes to use just in case. And so yeah, past Team Money is saving the day. Yes, 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 I am. Oh, and I just remembered the best part of these filler episodes is because they are filler episodes. I didn't want to tie myself down to the typical Team Money Talks episode standard. I didn't want to keep each filler episode at least 40 minutes long because I'm like, well, this is a filler episode. I'm recording this episode in the past. I'm either recording it because something cool happened or I'm recording it because it's something that I needed, something to help me de-stress, or just something that I was like, you know what? Nah, I already explained it. I was just going to repeat myself. But yeah, and so because of that reason, I'm like, I don't want to make it 40 minutes because this is a natural, organic, pre-recorded episode that I wanted to do because it helped make me feel better. And honestly, I do feel a lot better now. Now I know that I'm going to start Too Many Talks the first week of August, which means I now have to be like, okay, we got to get back on top of things. I got to start promoting Too Many Talks. Well, I don't have to start promoting Too Many Talks, not until the last week of July will I make a TikTok on that Wednesday, be like, hey, guess what? Next week, Too Many Talks returns for season 3, and then I'll upload it to the YouTube, and then yeah, it'll be a good time. It'll be fun. It'll be nice, and then we get back into that groove. And honestly, I feel like it couldn't have come at a better time because I've already started to become bored, and it's like I've become bored because I've been starting to release music more frequently, and with each release comes things I have to do, like the lyric video, the cover, mixing and mastering. There's a lot more to the process of releasing music for me now than it was when I was younger, when I first started, because now I'm making my stuff sound more professional. I'm making sure people could actually hear my music. I'm actually gaining more listeners, growing my fan base and all of that stuff, and so things sometimes can be very overwhelming for me if I put too many things on my plate. And I guess the reason why I was stressing so much about Too Money Talks is because I was like, well, is this going to be too much on my plate? Because I still have YouTube videos I got to upload every Friday for now or never, another channel that has to upload every other Friday, and then we would have Team Money Talks, which has to upload every Wednesday, and then that has to get added into the cycle. And for my Now or Never YouTube channel, I have a pretty good system going down. I don't really stress out about that too much anymore. Now it's more just about Now or Never, focusing on my music, focusing on writing new songs, releasing songs, and keeping the momentum of my following going, keeping it growing as much as I can, continuously releasing music as often as I can, And so I guess I was just stressing out at the idea that Team Money Talks would take away from all that. But then I look at today at how bored I was, and it's like, no, Team Money Talks wouldn't all take away from that, because I did nothing. Well, I didn't do anything today. I went grocery shopping with my mom, but then after that, I was pretty bored for pretty much the rest of the day. And if I am smart about it, I could, if I really wanted to, I could record a Team Money Talks episode in the afternoon on Sundays and then just edit it at night, because that would be cool if I wanted to do, but that's not something that I'm going to do. But it is a nice thought to think of. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, Team Money Talks is not going to take up too much of my time. I don't have to stress out about it because I do still have a list of topics. I know how many episodes are going to be, and I know when it's going to start, so I can start planning season 3 of Too Many Talks for these next 2 weeks, and just really start to think about what episodes I want to have, what I want to do, what kind of guests I want to have on, and all that jazz. And the best part is I have filler episodes to help me along my journey, because now I don't have to constantly stress about, I gotta make a new Too Many Talks every week, because I know I will have at least a month's worth of Too Many Talks episode if it were to come to it, because currently I have 4 filler episodes already recorded. I'm going to try to get a 5th one in, because I think having 5 would be a good amount to have. But yeah, that's all I have for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed my ramble, because I feel a whole lot better, and I think that's what truly matters. So if you too get like me, if your brain gets wild and stressful sometimes, just maybe you don't have to sit down in front of my microphone, but just sit down or talk out loud. You'll probably feel better. Believe me, I know I do. Anyways, that's all I have for this week, guys. So until next time, this is T Money saying live your life because you are the only one who gets it. All right, bye.